Good morning, folks. I'm out here with the cows. I just moved them into this pasture and I am seeding the pasture that they'll be going into next. I'll show you my setup here. This pasture, it's pretty poor pasture. This was all bare sand about 3 years ago, completely bare sand. And now we've got grasses and forbs and a wide variety of things that the cows can actually eat out here, growing out here. And we unrolled lots of bales of hay to do this. We've put in animal impact and used the cows to help bring back some of the soil fertility. And although it's not great yet, it has changed an enormous amount compared to what it used to be. I mean, you can see we're dealing with desert conditions out here, and this is just sugar sand. You can see your foot just goes right into it. So what I'm doing is I'm spreading a warm season perennial grass today, a type of Lovegrass that absolutely loves sandy conditions that we have here, sandy and dry. And so I'm spreading some seed out here. Here's my rig for this. I've got it's a 12-volt seeder on the back here. It's just a small little seeder, nothing special. It works okay. You know, it doesn't spread real far, but it does the job. And I've got it wired up here. There's a wire to go to the batteries of this is one of our work vehicles. It's called Puma. This vehicle basically can go anywhere out here. It's electric, has a winch, has all kinds of features actually, but it's got batteries in that compartment under the seat, and so it can power 12-volt accessories like this seeder, which makes it very convenient for coming out here and seeding a little bit at a time. If I'm going to seed a whole pasture and many acres, I use the tractor for that. I have a broadcaster on the tractor, and I'll use that setup. But the way I do it out here during the warm season when we have the cows on pasture is that I come out here and move them, and then I will spread seed in their next paddock. So right now they're getting about 2 acres at a time for about 2 days. So yesterday, or the day before actually, I spread seed on this pasture, on this paddock here. And so now the cows are going along grazing and impacting the ground, and they're pressing all that seed into the ground. They're helping maintain good ground contact and spreading their manure, spreading fertilizer and their urine. So they're fertilizing the ground for me. And they will help increase the germination of this seed. Once we get a little bit of rain, the seed will sprout right up and take off. And these cows are an important component of that. Without them, I would need equipment to help press the seed into the soil, because their soil is so light here and there's so much grass and weeds and stickers and such in this pasture already. I'd need a drag or a cultivator to really get good seed to soil contact. Hey 26, how are you doing today? But with the cows, they do that for me. So it increases our efficiency and reduces some of my labor. I can come out here and move them. Use Puma here to spread seed ahead of them. And that's one trip, that's one single trip to do multiple jobs. And then in 2 days, I will move them to this paddock. And then up the hill on the other side of the polywire up there, I don't know if you can see it, I'll do the next paddock. I'll seed the next paddock. And we'll go through this entire pasture like this. This pasture is about 40 acres. It goes way beyond that tree line over there and over the top of the hill. And I will just sit out here, and every other day I'll move the cows and seed a new paddock. And so in a few, about 20 days or so, we'll have this whole thing, this whole pasture seeded. And hopefully some rain as well in that time and get it going, although it can sit out here and wait for rain. It's the type of plant that does well like that. It's Willman's Lovegrass. This is a native lovegrass. Lovegrass is a little bit of a hardier grass, prefers a little bit more acidic soil, prefers sand. We've got, as you can see, plenty of sand out here, and it's an acidic sand. And going up the hill, there's more of it. It's very dry at times out here, very, very dry. But this was all bare sand. There was very few plants out here. In fact, we had mostly yuccas. We still have a few yuccas out here. There's one right over there. But as we've brought in more prairie species, you can see there's a wide variety of species out here. It's not just one or two. There's dozens. Usually pioneer species like this, when you're taking over bare soil, you have a lot of different species that will come in and try and colonize. And over time, if we keep at it, we keep adding fertility, we unroll hay here in the winter, we keep doing what we're doing, this pasture will thrive. It'll start changing. You can see spots out here where we've unrolled hay. Look at the density of the plants over here compared to over there where we just were. What's the difference? Well, we unrolled hay over here this winter, and you can see even on the grill, on that hill right there, the density goes up quite a bit. So anyway, just out here doing a little work, seeding these pastures, trying to get them improving and moving in the right direction, and we are making progress, although at times it seems like you're not. You really are if you keep at it. Just keep moving those animals, keep improving your soils, unroll hay when you can, add whatever fertility you can to the soil, and over time you'll see it improve. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today.